Shalom. All praise is due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Racha Kwadash. Okay. Double honors to the elect apostle, bishops, elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Shalom to like I out there and who's work to serving in truth and not for vainglory in season, out of season. Okay, this is an article right here. It says Seoul, which is South Korea. Then you have North Korea. North Korea fires another missile towards sea. Let me see if I can go to it. North Korea launches ICBM before South Korea Japan summit. Okay, and this is just it says this photo provided by the North Korean government shows what it says is a ballistic missile the country test fired in North Korea on Thursday, March 14, 2023. North Korea test fired at least 2 short-range ballistic missiles Tuesday from the southwestern coastal town of Jaenyang, South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff, because South Korea is allies with America, and North Korea is allies with China, and China's allies with Russia, So it says, Joint Chiefs of Staff said in a statement, independent journalists were not given access to cover the event depicted in this image distributed by the North Korean government. So it just goes on, but, we know what it's about, ICBM missile, intercontinental ballistic missile, which is a nuclear missile. Okay, they said it's a short-range nuclear missile, but they have long-range nuclear missiles too. So, this is in the Bible. This is the prophecy of the Third World War, which is going to be a war of nuclear missiles. Okay, of the arrows that the Bible speaks of. Okay, and Second Ezra, the 16th chapter. Okay. And what do these nuclear missiles have in them? They have warheads in them, nuclear warheads. Okay. And what's in those nuclear warheads? Nuclear fire. And what are those? And where are these nuclear missiles going to hit? The majority of them are going to hit the United States, if not all of them. And, it's going to destroy the people that's left here, who's not delivered on those chariots from Yahweh Shai, or their chariot of Yahweh Shai, which are the elect Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, if you down here when those missiles come, and you're going to be burnt up. And the so-called white man and the other heathen nations that's here in America, they're going to be burnt up. Okay? So I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of scriptures on it because, you brothers basically know, But these nations are getting together, man, and they're not playing. Because the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is on these nations to test their nuclear missiles so they can shoot them over here to America, which is the spiritual Sodom, and the spiritual Sodom got destroyed by what? Fire. Okay. And the other 4 cities, okay, that was burnt by fire from heaven, from Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. As a spiritual Egypt, because you so-called Negroes, the West Indians and Haitians brought over here in cargo slave ships, and the rest of the tribes, the Latino and Native American tribes, you just slaves here, just like the 12 tribes of slaves in Egypt. So this is the spiritual Egypt. Okay, what is on the dollar bill? The pyramid, the all-seeing eye, This is the spiritual Egypt, man. The obelisk, that comes from Egypt. Okay? The customs, the religions, that comes from Egypt. Okay? As well as many other heathen nations. But America is that spiritual Egypt. And America is also Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. Okay? In the Hebrew, which means confusion, from the Hebrew word babal. You know? And you see what's going on here in America. It's nothing but confusion. Okay? All right? LGBT community, you know, I know you up on the bank runs. All these banks are starting to collapse because why they want to do the great reset and make the cashless society, which is going to lead into the mark of the beast. The charagma, which is mentioned in the book of Revelations 13th chapter and the 16th verse. Okay? All right? So I'm just going to one scripture. So this third world war, this war that is speaking about, I'm going to go to the scripture in the book of Isaiah, the 9th chapter and the 5th verse. Okay? It's going to come to pass, man. And that's what's beautiful about these prophecies, because they're going to come to pass. Okay? Okay, so let me read it from here. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. You know, the ancient way of fighting. You know, you see the certain movies. You know, a lot of brothers watched, what's the name of that series that came out? Well, they watch movies and series of dark and middle age times, ancient times. Okay? All right? So, you know, Braveheart, 300, you know what I'm saying? That's how it was. Garments rolled in blood, you know, from the various swords and axes and hammers and arrows and of that nature. Okay? So you get stabbed with a sword, you get sliced with an axe, blood's gonna roll on your garment. That's the ancient way of fighting. It says, but this shall be with burning, because those nuclear missiles have the fire in it. It's gonna burn something. It's gonna burn America, the aka spiritual Egypt, the spiritual Sodom, the daughter of Babylon, the spiritual Babylon, and fuel of fire. Now, the Apostle Tahar brought this out years ago, and you know, I've done it on many of occasions, putting his videos up, but this is going to be the reality, okay, of America and the people that's left here in America that's not delivered, which is the elect of the nation of Israel, which are going to be delivered. All right. Yes, I didn't mean to put that up there. Go there again. Let me go to fuel. Ma'aklath. Okay. In the Hebrew. Okay. Says Ma'aklath from H39:8, the Hebrew, something eaten by fire, fuel. Okay. So the people that's left here, 2/3 Esau, which is the so-called white man, the heathen nations, and everything else, man, is going to be fuel for that nuclear fire, man, to burn up, to eat up. That's why when you go into the scriptures, it says the element shall melt with fervent heat. You know, you have a lot of wood still left in America. You know, you're going to have a whole lot of people, you know. All right. You know, and other things, man. Chemicals. And I mean, it's going to be fuel for the fire, as well as the people that's left here. Okay. So, you know, I just wanted to bring that out. This is how serious it is, man. You know, so it's that serious. You know, it's that serious. where it's going to come a time very soon. We don't know the exact date, but we know very soon, according to these prophecies, that those nuclear missiles are going to come over here to America via these other nations. Okay? All right? So I hope you've been edified. And with that, shalom.